give money to a company.
How Elvis Presley is Khloe Kardashian. So as you guys can see by these side-by-side comparisons.
Remember when Elon said AI is like summoning the demon?
So let me get this straight. You're saying that the major beverage companies, food companies, all of them, are bribing the scientists, bribing the regulatory agencies to endorse their formulas, their ingredients for food, to say that they're good, say that they're okay. And in fact, those ingredients are meant to addict people to the foods that they're selling.
It's the express purpose. I was shocked as a junior employee to see a list of names of professors from Harvard, from Tufts Nutrition School, from Stanford. And as a junior employee working for the food companies as a consultant, I steered money to those schools. The food industry funds nutrition research in this country 11 times more than the NIH. You are loath to find a nutrition researcher who's not directly paid with a direct consulting agreements bribes, and their research is predominantly funded by the food industry. I can tell you from working for this industry that that's not out of a philanthropic goodwill for unbiased research. The food industry is spending hundreds of millions of dollars on nutrition research to enhance their bottom line. It's to normalize these addictive foods.
Okay, so you say added sugar for 2-year-olds. So these cereals that they might eat that have all the cartoons on the front of them and that sort of thing, you're talking about the same mantra for a drug dealer.
What? Oh, entice them with cartoons? Yeah, works real good. How you doing, goons? Welcome back. You're watching Explore the Weird. Little bit of different format. Continuing with the different format. Wow, this is crazy. Pay people stuff and they tell you what you want to hear. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Rather drink beer than a highly processed tap water. I don't touch that stuff because I don't want to give money to a company who sells me tap.
So how do people know when they are buying water if it's just purified tap water or really good water?
It actually says on the label. When it says natural water or natural spring water or natural artesian water or natural mineral water, that means that water has to come by regulations here in America. And trust me, the water companies don't want to get sued. They're not allowed to label spring water when they're not coming from a spring source or from a natural source. Essentia is, as clearly says on the bottle, purified water. When it says purified, that means it's actually tap. And the two biggest competitors obviously are Smart Water from Coca-Cola and Essentia from Nestle. These are the two biggest boys who have this purified water. In my opinion, again, scam. You can literally make exactly the same at home.
I don't know. As long as the water is drinkable, I'm okay. I guess I'm not truly checking if it's primary, spring, artisanal. I just want water. I'm thirsty. Give me the water. But yeah, make sure you make the water choices, I guess.
The average grocery store does not sell food. It sells food-like substances. The only shot you have at actually finding food is to shop the perimeter. So that means you're walking into the store, you take a right. You're gonna find dairy, which has lots of problems associated with it. You're going to find the eggs, the butter, also the margarine. So you got a food-like substance right there, so avoid that. And at the back, what are you gonna find? You're gonna find the meat section. Fresh meats. You're gonna take a left. You are going to get to the produce aisle, which organic matters. But then there's speculation over if what they say is organic is actually organic. So at the store, you can be super frustrated, or you can do the best with what you got. If you're not growing it in your backyard or getting your meat from a rancher, then you got to do the best with what you got. You got to shop the perimeter, avoid everything in the aisles, because everything in the aisles is in a bag or a box or a can, right? So there's no food there. Aisle shopping is the standard American SAD diet.
That's where you get the pastas. That's where you get all the nutrition at that. And the vitamins. That's where they're in the aisles. Oh boy. Oh, that's where I get the whey isolate protein powder. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, make sure you scrub the pesticides off your organic matter. Yeah, makes sense. Clearly, it's a Bigfoot
sighting, and he mad.
Mad. He big mad. He gonna crash the tree onto other trees. I thought they knocked on trees. And why is there a tape? What? They already staged this or something? Why is there random like do not enter tape? They already knew. Hey, this is where they emerge.
Did you see that Disney and Google,
is added chemtrails?
No, Disney and Google bought the rights to the first King James Bible, and they're already changing. They're already changing it.
Did you see that Disney has gone back and added chemtrails to all their old movies? No bullshit.
Why would they do that?
So that children watching the movies don't realize there was clear skies, that they have chemtrails in the movies. They're going back and redigitizing in to their old movies chemtrails because they were not there.
I mean, it seems weird.
Yeah, it 100% seems weird. It doesn't even match the storyline. The Disney movies are all like based on before chemtrails and before rockets and flight in the air, I thought. So why are they going back and digitizing this? But then the King James Bible. Oh, what? Are they changing? What are they changing? Oh, it's just going to be a new version, right? The original version is still going to be the original version. Just because they change it doesn't mean all of a sudden the King James version is now what Disney says. Oh, boy.
Seeing this alleged Antarctica spider right here. They say this is a baby and it's like 4 foot tall. Let's zoom in a little bit. Now, I know the original picture looked kind of weird, but if you look, man, you can see the actual hairs coming off. I know, I mean, that looks whatever, but I'm just saying, what do y'all think about that? I love this comparison right here. Very top up there is a mushroom. Now, this is just a rock formation, they say. Look right here on the stem. Look right there, about where the neck area would be. And then look right there. Things you notice, you know. Yet another example. They circled this one for us. Not sure exactly where this is, man, but I mean, look at this right here, dude. I asked AI to show me future air travel. This is what it showed me. You know what this right here reminds me of? Don't say the Hindenburg. These old airships from the 1800s and 1900s, man, the early 1900s, obviously. Allegedly, when these are mooring stations, they would dock up and basically charge up. You know, the Hindenburg we heard about scared everybody away from this kind of thing, but allegedly, they were harnessing the atmospheric energy and they were using it for travel, man. They were all over the place. Check out the Dr. Regenerated. He's got all kinds of videos on this, man.
Oh, that is wild. I did not think AI would go back to blimps. They're like, oh, future air travel is blimps again. Is the first one real spider 4 foot tall? I mean, even the cave and the ice, it kind of looks CGI'd a little bit. But yeah, I know what it looks like. It looked kind of crazy. And then the mushroom. Was it a mushroom? Was it a mushroom? Man, imagine how crazy we'd be if we all ate that mushroom. Oh, we're gonna have a mushroom party. All the goons are coming together. How you doing, goons? Did you interact with the video before the video even started? What, do I keep needing to prod it? You're a goon. You should know you have to do that by default. I shouldn't have to tell you every single time you're a goon. Because you're a true goon.
So my son has an autism diagnosis, and I took him to get his blood checked for heavy metals. He tested very high for 2 metals. One specifically was called antimony, and he was in the 97th percentile for that, which is a very strange metal to have in your body because it's usually found in gunpowder or flame retardants, and we couldn't figure out where he was getting this from until recently, when I discovered that our air fryer, which I've been using for the last 2.5 years to prepare his food, which is all organic, is not safe. Almost all air fryers use antimony in their electrical cords because it is a flame retardant. Now, I wouldn't have known that had I not dug deep and researched, because it was driving me nuts. Where was he getting this much metal in his body? So twice a day we were using the air fryer for his meals because he has a very limited diet because he has autism. And so twice a day I was poisoning him with this machine that is supposed to be safe, but it's not.
Oh, she threw out her air fryer. I mean, it do heat up food pretty good. You ever make ribs in an air fryer? Comes out very good. Comes out very good. Like, I guess, if it's cooked too quick, it can't be good. No fast food is ever good. I mean, it's not really fast food. I made it in the air fryer. Oh my God, the antimony. Heavy metals related to autism. It's your own speculation. I'm not sure. I'm not the research. I'm not the expert, but I'm glad you found it, and I'm glad you can reduce the amount that is contributing to your child. So hopefully everything's okay. But I know with diagnosis like that, it could potentially be lifelong.
Talk about how Elvis.
What the heck? I mean, there are similarities. I believe this more than Biden and Kerry. Oh boy. Oh boy. I guess she was the original Caitlyn before Caitlyn. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We're going to keep it going.
Looks like Harp is doing it again, guys. This was in New Mexico 2 days ago. And I think we have to keep an eye on the earthquake website. Something is about to happen very, very soon.
Something bad is going to happen very, very soon. I'm ready. I'm ready for the reset. Let it happen. Let it happen. I even seen videos of fault lines near Yellowstone and stuff that are emerging. Was that also HARP created? Are we getting ready for a super volcanic event or a random earthquake, gigantic tsunami? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm ready for the reset. I'm going to continue. I plan to win this matrix.
Your brain is copper and carbon. Dr. Sebi said that. Your brain is copper and carbon. So you need copper for your brain to function and for your whole body to function. And Morley Robbins was talking about how we only need 1 milligram of iron in our body per day. The rest is supposed to be coming from copper. So think about this imbalance that we're having. We have no copper over here, and then we have all this iron and all this plastic over here. This is going to gunk us all up, just like those pipes. It's going to block up those pipes, which what's it's going to do to the body? It's going to block up the pipes of the body, or the electrical pathways of the body, or the meridian lines that run up and down the entire body. So if you think about it, if you take the copper away, then now you're overloaded on iron. And iron doesn't conduct too well. But if we're conductive crystals, if you take out all the copper, you have no more conductivity. Then you start having people having inflammation, their lymphatic system's all messed up, they can't think, their stomach's all messed up. Start seeing all these things and going, kind of makes sense because nothing is flowing. There's no energy that's flowing.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But how are you getting copper in your brain? Are you eating copper supplements? Or are you just eating out of copper foodware? You're wearing copper jewelry? What gets the copper into you? And then sometimes you put copper on you, your skin color change. Oh, boy. All right, we're going to keep it going. Maybe that's not copper. I don't know. Sometimes jewelry you put on and skin color change.
Hey, so if you guys are in Atlanta tonight, you better keep your ass in. They're testing out the AI system. So basically right now I'm around what is this, exit 250, 249, 248, all that. What they're doing is they're lined up, and all they're doing is they're just letting the AI read your plates, and then they're coming to get you. So if you're out here in Atlanta, you don't understand that these cameras now are linked to AI. Basically, you drive by the cameras that are on the road, it reads your plates. If something's wrong, it sends a picture to the cop's computer. And then after they send the picture to the cop's computer, they come and and it sends the picture to the closest cop's computer. All right, so keep your ass in the house.
I mean, makes sense. I feel like systems like this have always existed, like speed traps type things, right? Oh, that's it. He's speeding. Let's get him. Where's the closest cop? Or is that only in other countries? I don't know. Everything seems okay here. I've heard of cameras that are trying to catch traffic violations. And hey, sometimes you get a letter in the mail. Sometimes there's a cop behind you. Depends which one you got. Yeah, that seemed very interesting. I mean, the guy was definitely all over the place and sitting in the back, and they moved him to the front. I'm wondering what happens if we put a dunce cap on him. Would he have just smartened up? Now, I've seen some videos like that. They're like, oh, the dunce cap's a pyramid, and then the pyramid make your brains stronger and smarter. He was going to learn how to read no matter what, I feel like. But hey, the lights made it easier. Blue light filter's a thing, right?
I've been seeing these videos about how these air fryers have high levels of lead in them. I got this one a couple years ago from Aldi. And look at that. We've been using and eating on this thing. We don't use it every day, but this is concerning. So therefore, we are no longer going to be using this. Instant. Man.
What the heck? So, was it already pink when she went to go swab it, or did it turn pink as... Oh yeah, it's yellow, and then turns pink. Oh yeah. I mean, I would assume that there's not lead being used in cooking products, but I guess, hey, somehow it still is. It's not allowed in paint, but it's allowed to be cooked with. It don't make sense. And then we heard about the other thing, the antimony. Is it the heavy metals? Lead's metal, right? Lead's metal? Is lead metal? It's bad to ingest, we know that. I guess just stay away from air fryers at this point, or do your own research. Do your own lead tests as well. Just make sure. Something's not adding up here.
To be a little bit careful what I say, but I just spoke to a doctor friend of mine who confirmed my suspicion all along about when you go to have lab work done and they fill that tube up all the way, even though they only need a couple drops to do these tests, because there's like a black market for this. Go look into it. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I am so aggravated because there have been so many times that I knew that. I was like, there's just something doesn't feel right. And I would say, hey, I've gotten dizzy and nauseous. Can you just do like a half a tube? And then they have to like make this bigger deal about it and make you feel even more nervous than you are about having it taken. All right, well, they said we can't do less than half though. Again, you only need a couple drops, right? So why do you even need half? And then even when they approve half, you know, they're going like 75%. And I'm like, now I know why. This is gonna sound a little conspiracy-y, but I spoke with someone else, and you can look this up. They can mess with your DNA in the quantum field. I'll just leave it at that. Look, she also said that she was pressured into giving the you-know-what to patients, which she did not do. But had she done that, I think it was 8,000 patients over the time frame, she would have made about $1.2 million. I want to know what you think about all this in the comments below. If you don't know me, my name's Tiffany, and I expose all the misinformation. So follow me for more.
Yo, is this Tiffany Gomez, the airplane lady? I don't know. Hey, that man right there is not real. I don't know. Lot of things to unpack here. Main thing is when she's believing like Elizabeth Holmes Theranos, you don't need a few drops of blood to get blood tests done. That is misinformation. We've tried doing a few drops of bloods with a company called Theranos. It was a big scam. It completely failed. They ended up taking full vials of blood anyway. Now, if you're having full vials of blood taken and you're passing out, there's something else going on with you. You got to figure that out, because that tiny amount of blood should not cause you to pass out or have any issues, at least in my experience in healthcare. But regardless, not the expert, not a doctor, no many, but I do believe she is misinformed. I do believe you do need bile in order to run some tests. So if she's pushing back on that, that's on her. And then all the things, there aren't millionaires that have administered this stuff. There aren't people that made $1.2 million because they got 8,000 people to do. No. Otherwise, so many people would be retired. There'd be houses everywhere. Quantum realm DNA, I don't know at this point. I feel like she's stretching. A little bit of misinformation. Maybe in her timeline it's true. Maybe in her timeline her blood's being used for all these things. I'm sorry, this is too long. We got to keep it going. Oh God, I went back to old format.
1933, the government got themselves into trouble and they owed a lot of gold. And so what'd they do? Article 6102, they declared a bank holiday. All the banks shut down for a week. No one could get their money out of the bank. When the banks opened back up, gold's illegal. You're not allowed to own it, and you can't get your gold out of the bank. Don't worry, though. We're going to give you your $20 per ounce. Here you go. These debt instruments. We're going to give them to you, but they're not redeemable for gold anymore. And by the way, it's not $20 per ounce anymore. Now it's $35 per ounce. So you just lost 60% of your wealth instantly.
Oh my God.
So We know that we can't trust them because they fail over and over and over. Then now gold is $35 per ounce. So that continued on to the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. By we get to the 50s and the 60s, all these nations around the world are like, wait a minute, what is going on? You're printing way too many dollars. We don't want these paper certificates. We want the gold. So they start collecting their gold from the U.S. France sends their warships over to the U.S. to collect the gold. And President Richard Nixon in 1971 said, nope, we default on our obligations. We will not pay out the gold. The gold window is closed and the dollar is no longer pegged to gold. Now, this was a really big deal because in 1944, under what's called the Bretton Woods Agreement, the entire world agreed collectively that the dollar would be pegged to gold and all the currencies would be pegged to the dollar. But the U.S. lied the whole time. They printed too many dollars. And when that severed, not did just the dollar get disconnected from gold, all currencies did. So we're 52 years or now 53 years into this fiat money experiment that the world has never seen before.
Yeah, this is very true, guys. I started from crypto. The Crypto Future is my other channel. You can find it linked to the same channel, Explore the Weird. Click on it. You'll see my other channels as well. The 100% banks close. Banks have holidays. One, you try to withdraw the amount of money you've stored into the bank. Half the time, you will not be able to take out your full amount. You'll have to schedule it. You'll have to do installments. There's all these things. If the bank is the one dispensing your money and you're storing the money in the bank, you already have problems. Find different ways. Find different ways to have a nice, diverse portfolio, and that is the goal. Get into crypto. Digital currency could be key, but it's your own timeline. You make your own decision. All right, let's keep it going.
Have y'all seen the damage that the sun's doing? Look at shadow.
All right, everybody. Coastal Maine. Water in the grass here because everything's dying. I haven't been watering this grass. I've been watering this grass. I ain't been watering this grass, but it doesn't look like I really need to water the grass.
Look at that.
I think it's just, honestly, whatever they're saying about this sun might be true, because the shaded part of the grass looks awesome over there. This part that sits under the bench, this is great looking grass. Look how green it is compared to how yellow. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, 100%. I actually go outside. I have a daughter that keeps telling me to go outside, and I also cut my own grass. This is a true thing. Sunlight hits grass. Some grass burns. Grass that's in the shade tends to do better because it's not affected by the sunlight. Hey, grass has different ways it grows. There's all these different strains of grass as well. One side is being watered. The other side looks dry and burnt, you know? So I'm like, this can be explained. This is not anything crazy to me. I've seen grass in shaded areas grow completely fine, whether it's getting water or not, you know? It's grass. It's gonna grow.
Did you know that when you walk into a room and instantly forget why you're there, it could be because you just ran into an interdimensional alien who had to erase your memory so that it could escape?
I did not know that. MIB is real. Oh my god, they keep, I have this happen to me. Wait, were we? I think I may have just seen, never mind. We're gonna do just two more.
It's very likely that once you are done, like, it's gonna be lights out forever. Like, you are never going to experience life ever again. Like, before you were here, before you knew what consciousness was, that's what it's gonna be. You are all, like, forget reincarnation, forget heaven, forget any afterlife, because realistically, it's probably not going to happen. Here's the one thing. You will never experience this version of you right now. You're not going to experience that again. Why are you living, like, under this lie that it's okay? Like, no, I still got time. I got an internal, you don't have time. Like, wake up to the sobering fact that this might be the only experience you get to actually experience. Like, this could be it. Why are you worrying? Go fucking live. This is literally just a replay. Like, you are already dust and bones. You might as well enjoy this life. Experience things. Love. Enjoy the simplest things. Stop stressing about this shit that doesn't matter.
I kind of feel the last part of this guy. Hey, has this guy been talking to my friends going through midlife crises right now? Oh boy, oh Teddy, we're gonna be dust and bones anyway. I need to get that Lambo now. But wait, that's something else. Now we're gonna get that, don't worry. Yes, yeah, potentially in your timeline, it's all dependent on what you feel. Hey, you're goons. You're gonna make it with me. We're all gonna win the Matrix. Don't you worry. All right, let's keep it going.
Remember when Elon said AI is like summoning the demon?
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon.
I don't know if technology can completely replace, religion, but it definitely feels like that's what this guy is afraid of. I'm not afraid of it. Hey, technology has its limitations. I want to be able to shut off technology. Yeah, once the AI becomes cognizant, which it already probably is, and it's doing the things, then you start wondering, oh, is Skynet real? Oh, do I need to call Arnold? Arnold, we got to go back in time. We got to do the things before the Matrix becomes real. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Spiraling starting. I don't even need to watch the entire video. I already know. Wait, I did watch the entire video. All right, that is it. How you guys doing? A little bit of different stuff. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you're still interacting. I will see you guys next time. Stay safe. Stay strong. Videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue the Goon Fix. Otherwise, the one in the middle, you can subscribe. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye. Get out of here.